the mess of the mess today. I said, you know, happy Tuesday. Now let's get down to the mess and mess we got today. But first off, there was breaking news that Oz Ozzy Osbourne passed away today at the age of 76. He would truly be missed. Uh, you know, rock. He was a rock legend and everything. My condolences to his family. Yeah, Ozzy would be missed. I say I like Oz. I actually like the Ozzy Osbourne out of his entire, you know, family. Other than the his two older kids that didn't really associate with with the family. I liked them too. But my condolences to him. He would truly be missed. He did his thing in music as a rock star. So that's all that I got with him. That was breaking news today. But now let's get into some stuff that we got to get into. And first up, baby, let's get into the one and only Rick Ross. So Rick Ross ended up giving his comment to I forget that boy name. Oh God, let me pull up. I gotta do a better picture so I can figure out what he responded to. Oh God, I forgot this man's name already. He responded to somebody. I forget. Shoot. Oh, what is that man's name? He's a comedian, and I said it's totally leaving my man. But he right here in the picture next to me. I said, yeah, he's at the bottom. That's who he ended up responding. Cause I forget his name. His name is not picking up, and I usually know the name. Ugh. But whatever. So him and Rick Ross had a little word exchange because he ended up Rick Ross he ended up doing a pot on his podcast. He actually explained that he was upset that Rick Ross ended up abruptly leaving his podcast to go do another podcast with a white Caucasian people podcast. He up and left abruptly doing. So Rick Ross ended up coming out and said, um, I didn't get paid. I got paid to go do that. Go to the Caucasian man podcast. And so the dude came back and let him know said nobody get paid to do podcasts. I said, well, is that true? I don't know. It depends on who's. I would think if you was on a big time network or something like that, maybe you may get paid because you got the backing, but most likely you're not getting paid. And to leave abruptly doing a interview that you was doing on the podcast, you came on to do the podcast, and just to leave it, it shows how much unprofessional that you are, and that's why you're Rick Ross, who always want to be a boss. But you'll never be. But let's move on past that because I can't remember that man's name in my life. Let's get into so we got Chrisean Rock. So Chrisean Rock was on a podcast where her and this girl called Wendy Ozzy. I don't know how to say last name. So they had some back and forth beef going on over I want to say over the past, and they were both on this podcast. The guy that's on the left of on the left of her. My brain is all over the place right now. Chrisean on the left of Chrisean. He ended up doing asking Chrisean what was the issue. And Chrisean said the girl been talking about me. So we've been going back and forth, but she always has Wendy always got something to say about me every chance she get. But now that we both on your platform, because I think he invited both of them to do a little something on there. And Chrisean said, girl, I don't have a problem with you. So I'm past it, but you always talking ish about me. She went, we can be cool, but she went, but I have no issue with you. But he ended up putting Chrisean out. And this girl, Whitney, she ended up causing a scene after Chrisean left and all that stuff and questioning him. And I'm like, really? I said, girl, you big and bad, you talking all that ish. I said, if Chrisean really wanted to bop you, like she we know she can. She would have been did it, but that ain't what she on. That ain't the headspace that she's in right now. You know, she's on her spiritual journey, turning a new leaf and all that. If you was woman to woman, you could have just sat down and talked to this woman and squashed y'all beef that y'all had. But that's what went down in that situation. Let me know how y'all feel about it, because I'm like, Chrisean wasn't wrong in this situation at all. This man asked her what was the issue. Chrisean told him, like, I have no problem with this girl, but she always got something to say about me. But now that we face to face, now she want to play victim, like she's scared, like ooh, like I'm the big bad wolf when I'm not stuck. But you know that's what's going on there. Let's move on to the next. And we had another podcaster. So this man revealed that he said this woman's routine, this girl he was messing with, her routine was to get up and play, rap music. Today's rap music is what it seemed like. And he wasn't feeling that. So he said that turned him off and made him stop talking to her. I said, what? I said, if that's what she likes to do when she get up in the morning and start her day, it's music. Like, why are you even sleeping at her house if you got a problem with it? You could have just left and, have her come to your place from now on, since that's an issue for you. But, he told her that's one of his deal breakers. And I'm like, that's petty. Because I said, whatever music you listen to, don't nobody want to listen to that all the time. But this is what she likes to do in the morning to start her day, to get her day started, get her up and pumped for what she got to do in the day. Then that's what it is. But that was his little pet peeve that was going on there. So let's move on from there. Let's get into. So we got, these are two twins. Their parents. These young girls actually been. They on YouTube sensation. They've been making money before while they was in the womb. And so they dead. He actually, this is not to be honest, I ended up doing a little research on it. Found out that this man is actually, he adopted them, but he's not their birth father. But he then said that when they turn 18, they are only getting 500K of their money, of the money they have made this whole entire time. The two twins are actually authors. They have books, children books out right now that are doing well. They making a lot of money. And for him to dictate their money that they have accumulated all the way up to they 18, you only gonna give them 500K and say that's enough to buy a house, a car, whatever. I said, and the wife is just sitting there. Like you can tell in her face when he was talking that she didn't agree with it. And I said, yeah, that's a problem for me. Because your children they've been working hard. But you want to dictate, you living a life that you're living off of them, who they are. Make it make sense? But that's what's going on there. I said, I don't feel that that's right, and that's the wrong thing to do. But, people gonna do what they want to do. And if this wife over there don't speak up for her children, yeah, good luck. But let's move on to the next. Now we got this rookie NYPD officer. So this man, he just robbed the elderly woman. Was it Fargo? I don't think I'm saying the name right. He didn't rob her bank account. And this man he ain't even started the job as a rookie police officer yet. He didn't already ruined it. He done stole this woman money, then got arrested. He didn't bought. They said he paid off his bills. He bought a BMW. Yeah, he spent a good grip of her money. I said, wow. Oh my God. But that's what's going on. I said, now, sir, you knew better. I said, you just started NYPD. officers. I said they get paid. I said, over the time you get paid good working for New York as a police officer. They get good pension, real good pension. I said you ain't even start yet. You screwed that up because you trying to get to this old woman's money, and you got to it, and you was spending it like it was no tomorrow, but got caught. Oh man, I see these people do so much it don't even make sense. But thank y'all for tuning in. It's your boy Paul. Like, share, subscribe, and join the channel. And I'll get back at y'all later. Let me see if anything going on in the chat. No. Thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all have a blessed day. Bye, y'all.